Hello and welcome to the penultimate theme park or amusement park video here in the Pleasure World series, apart from of course Wonderworld, but like I said, I'm doing that at the end of the series just because it's such a big park. But of this initial run, this is the penultimate one, and this is Adventure Island. It is a coastal amusement park, and it has 5 coasters and 2 dart rides. And that, for me, is all I need to know about a park. How many coasters and how many dart rides, especially the dart rides. Right, so this is the first ride, Drop and Smile. This is just a junior drop tower, quite a basic one. Yeah, at least this one actually launches you up, unlike the other two. Although, in real life, this one just brings you up and drops you a few times, so really they're kind of the wrong way round. Although the slime block system that just launches you, it won't go up a tall tower, so it is just easier to do it the other method. And there you go. It's not a long ride because of its short height, basically, and the fact that the slime block doesn't shoot you up that far. Yeah, we're going to be doing the Helter Skelter next, which, well, again, I mean, I've never been to this park, Adventure Island, that this is based on. They actually recently removed the Helter Skelter, even though it was the oldest ride there. But again, it had kind of reached the end of its life. I mean, it's a very old Helter Skelter, and they are a very vintage sort of type of ride. Or even, they're not, are they rides even? What classes as a ride? Because it doesn't really have any hardware. Yeah, there we go. Kiddie Coaster's next, which is the first coaster at this park, and it is, well, it's a kiddie coaster. It's a Zamperla one. And why not have 2 laps on it, considering it is a small layout. And that is the kiddie coaster, or Kiddie Coaster, as it's called there. Right. Now we've got Adventureville, which is a dart ride. This needs that switching on, and there we go. I think it should work now. No, it must have already been switched on. Another blooper. Just the same thing happened on Alice in Wonderland when I did the Blackpool one. Right. It's very vibrant, I think. I mean, this is one of the later editions. In fact, I think this was the last amusement park that I built in this world. So you'll notice that it's a lot more accurate than the other ones. There we go. And despite this being a dark ride, we're actually going to have 2 laps on it. I mean, it is a short layout, but the thing is, the ride this is based on is a short layout. It's still very nice though, and even though it's quite a modern dart ride, it's physically themed. But yeah, I tend to say that the dart rides especially, but even the coasters and the other rides at these parks, and the parks themselves, they're more inspired by the real ones than recreations, because you're not really going to go to these and say they're accurate. I'm experiencing it because it's accurate, because it's not really. But they do work as builds that are inspired by the real places, because they're still good fun to walk around, but if you're looking at them as accurate recreations, then, well, you're going to be a bit disappointed. This is Mighty Mini Mega, which is the Pinfari Mini Mega. Oh yeah, it does have a bit of trouble on the bottom of the lift hill, that one. I don't think the powered rails go all the way down, like the lever doesn't activate all the way down. I used to have that with a few others, but I didn't change the system on this one, so you just have to push yourself along a little bit, but the rest of the ride works fine. Get some really nice views as well. And now we're going to go through a walk-through attraction, which is the Crooked House. And it is an animatronic walkthrough, so that's always good. It's quite similar to like the haunted houses at the Gulliver's Parks. You do have some sound effects, although you won't be able to hear them because I'm not recording the audio in this game. But whenever there's like a piece of music using note blocks, I will actually put that on and play it. But when it's just little note block things like and bells like this, I don't really see much reason to do that. But yeah, got another animatronic scene in here, and we've got to go upstairs. We've got to be careful. Little piano there, and yeah, this animatronic tends to break a lot. I always get it working and then it breaks again, so I'm just going to kind of leave it there. It's supposed to be another animatronic in the bathroom. Yeah, and that toilet, you will notice that toilet looks more accurate to an actual toilet than the ones in the toilet, the public toilets around the different attractions in this world. So yeah, like in the arcade at Blackpool, where they're made of either anvils or cauldrons. Here's the next scene. You've got another animatronic very close to the window here. And this is the exit corridor. And now we've got, well, should have done this first actually, Barnstormer, which is the first Zero Tivoli coaster. Yeah, another family coaster. And that is Barnstormer. Another 2-lap coaster as well. Right, now we've got 2 more attractions on this side of the park, and then we're actually going to the other side, because there's a section called Adventure Inside, which is that big blue building. There's a few little attractions in there, flat rides. There's a pirate ship in there that I can never seem to actually ride properly, so hopefully it works for me this time. But first of all, we've got this little pirate galleon ride, which is basically a little caterpillar. And I don't mean coaster, caterpillar. Oh, there we go. It's going to be the next one. There. And that was nice. And now we've got the second and final dart ride, which, well, it's not a particularly good one, this. Spooksville. Now, in real life, it looks decent. This recreation, yeah, it's really short, even compared to some of the other ones that I've done over the series. The theming, there's not much of it. It's not very detailed, although it's Minecraft, to be fair. But yeah, you'll know what I mean when we ride it. It's quite basic, but it's okay. I think the new lights add to it, though, that I'll put in. Some of the theming, you can't really tell what it's supposed to be. And yeah, that is it. It's not very long. I mean, in real life, it's actually a really set back show building as well. But yeah, and it also should be on the other side of the building for some reason. Like, because Adventure Inside's in the middle, but for some reason I built some of the attractions on the wrong sides of Adventure Inside. Right. Now we've got the drop tower, which is literally the same as Drop and Smile. So just do this. And yeah, it's only got one side though. It should have multiple sides. But it's nice that we've got this indoor building. It's better to look that way if you want a better view. Right. And this is actually a back park exit there. And now this is the pirate ship, which, well, I tend to have a bit of struggle riding this one. I'm not sure if it's going to play up today or not. Probably will. I will try and ride it properly. It's just really hard to stay on this little fly machine. Yeah, I think I'd rather use the minecart system like the Great Yarmouth one. Oh, yeah. Whenever it turns around, I just get kicked off it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, really. You just kind of have to jump off at that end. Right. Got these little kiddie rides, because this is sort of an arcade area. And these do actually work quite well. Yeah, there we go. You've got a little arcade. I always forget about this arcade, actually. Like an air hockey there. Prize area, dance machine. This one doesn't have a jukebox in it like the other ones do, and then they have like a shulker with the discs in. Little cabinets and claw machines, but the prizes seem to have sunken into the base. Yeah. We've got, this is a soft play area. We've got a little fire pole here, the after. Yeah, you can, luckily you can climb straight back up the ladder just here. This was a TSMC build, so you will notice as we go around, especially at the town centre, there's some builds that are based on different YouTuber builds, so they're not my own, like this is a TSMC design. He's quite a popular YouTuber for like tutorials of city builds. I think it's supposed to be an outdoor play area, but because of the colour scheme it does work as a soft play. Yeah, the Sky Tube's just here. Not as iconic as the Chuck E. Cheese ones, but you know. Just a little house. It's a bit random, but you know, it's there. And then you can go down. This is supposed to be a slide, I think. It doesn't really function, but it's okay. I think it's because it looks better than having like water going down a slide in what's supposed to be like just a playground. You've also got this swing which you can't really get on properly, but you have to get up the side, and then yeah. There's another fire pole there. This is just another little house you can go in, and then yeah, drop down here. It's got some nice seating areas there as well, and a little balcony that you can go and have a look at the other rides. This is the carousel. It does actually function as a working carousel. It also has a slow moving ride system, which is like this. It launches you around that section though, which is quite funny. There we go. And we'll get off there. back to Adventure Island, where we've got the last 4 rides at this park. And we're going to start off with Green Screen, which is the other Zero Tivoli coaster. And that is Green Screen. And now we're going to ride the water slide, and then we've got Rage, which is the signature attraction to this park. And then we're going to end with Sky Drop, which is probably a lot of people's least favourite ride in the actual park, because it's a bit of a forceless drop tower. But yeah, there should actually be one at Great Yarmouth, but I never built one in the recreation. Right. This is the water slide. It's not going to be a very long ride at all, this one. There we go. And now we've got Rage, which is a ride I was looking forward to riding. Yeah, it's got an interesting slime block lift hill, this one. And it is a Gerstlauer Eurofighter, so that's how I did the vertical lift hill. It's basically a minecart elevator. And now we're going to ride Sky Drop, which is that drop tower. It's not very exciting at all. You'll see what I mean when we ride it. I mean, in this it's the same as the other 2 drop towers that we've ridden, but yeah, in real life it's a bit forceless apparently. And that is it for this Minecraft video from Adventure Island. And next up is going to be Nickelodeon Universe, which is our last amusement park. Then we're going to have a look at some of the midway attractions and the town centre. And then we're going to be going around Wonderworld, which I'm really looking forward to, Wonderworld. But yeah, for now, that is it.